Welcome to part 28 of Don't Say Schwarzenegger, my story about surviving an attempted unaliving and the corruption and cover-up that ensued. So I'm gonna go back in time a little bit because I should have done this for part 9 of my series when I talked about the manager of the bar that came out to save my life and how he testified in the prelim and in civil trial, but he testified in the prelim in great detail, like 110 pages long in the transcript, about him trying to knock one of the Drizzt twins off of my body while I was unconscious, what they were doing things to me. And I should have posted the receipts, and I finally just organized all of the pages from the transcript and broke it down to really point out how somebody went back after the trial, at some point at the end of the trial, they went and they illegally altered all of the pronouns for when he's my star witness. And so when he was like, I saw this woman on the ground, I was trying to help her, I was trying to save her, she was unconscious while the Drizzt twin was, going at her and stuff. And all of those pronouns from she and woman, which was me, were changed to non-binary and male. So I became them, somebody, victim, they, and then they threw in a few he's and hims. So I wanted to show it. So you're going to want to pause this as you go along because I'm just going to show them kind of quick, but I just want to show the proof, the evidence, the receipts. Now, in his testimony, the nice guy manager, I was referenced by the criminal defense attorneys, the DA, and him while he testified. I was referenced 56 times throughout the entire thing. And that's a total of about 14 pages or so. So I'm going to show you each page. Again, you can pause it and all that stuff. Out of the 56 times that I was referenced, my star witness, 5 of those times, they changed the pronouns to he or him. So I became a man. So now my star witness is off the table. Out of those 56 times, I was referred to as a she or her once. And it was when they specifically asked this witness, did you see Anne Green? What was she doing? And he said, oh, last I saw her, she was on the ground, type of thing. So just one time out of 56 references, I'm referenced as a woman. And I'm not non-binary. I'm a female. That's my gender, just in case anyone's wondering if that was a question. I just want to clear that up. But so out of the 56 times, I was he or him 5 times. I was her and she, the correct pronoun, once. And then 50 times, I was non-binary. So I'm going to go over all of those things. So here we go. Okay, so the first time I'm referenced in this bar manager's testimony, it's on page 662, and I'm referenced 14 times on this page. And every single time I'm referenced throughout the transcript, I underlined it in red so that you can just bounce around. You don't have to read the whole thing. Here you can read the whole thing. Anyways, so here are all the ways that they were referenced to me. These are all the illegal alterations. I am people, the other, person 3 times, somebody at a disadvantage, him, person 3 times, somebody at a disadvantage, and other person. Page 682. This would be the one and only time in the star witness's testimony about seeing my attempted unaliving. This will be the one time that I am referenced correctly. She, all that stuff. Page 735 in the transcript, at the bottom, I am referenced twice, and I'm referred to as person. Page 737, I'm referred to 4 times. I am person on the ground at a disadvantage, person, and then 3 times they actually call me a he. Page 738, I'm referred to 5 times, and I am called someone at a disadvantage, person at a disadvantage, person, and him. Page 739, I'm referred to as person on the ground. Page 741, I'm referred to as someone on the ground being attacked. Page 743, I'm referred to 9 times. There you go, you can pause it. And I am called victim on the ground, person twice, person on the ground, and then person 3 times. Feeling redundant yet? Page 753, I'm referred to twice. I am the person on the ground and that person. Page 754, I'm referred to 4 times. You can pause it. I am called victim on the ground, person below them, and that person. Page 755, there you go, you can pause it. I'm referred to 10 times at the end of his testimony. I'm called person on the ground, them, person on the ground, person on the ground, there, and there. There. Page 756, I'm referred to once, and I am called the person on the ground. And the final time I'm referred to in the nice guy bar manager's testimony is on page 758, and I am called the other person. Yeah. So there it is, 56 references in my star witness's testimony talking about seeing me unconscious while Maurice Driz was having fun with my body. He described it in detail. He described the fact that he came to court more so to testify. Obviously, he's a witness, but more so because he said it's just a little bit different when you see a man doing something like that to an unconscious woman's body. And all of that was removed from the transcript as well. And I suddenly became non-binary and a he. So thanks for coming for the pronoun lesson today, everybody. Now you understand why there wasn't the charge of attempted schmurder, attempted unaliving, why it was just a GBI felony, which is still big. It's the one it's the charge under that, great bodily injury. But that's how they got the charges to go down, because the testimony was altered. And now you can see how redundant it is, how crazy it is that Thomas Mesereau, Robert Shapiro, and the judge, the amazing judge, Pastor, who was replaced, obviously, because he was doing too good of a job. But all of them, they were very particular in every testimony about being like, hey, clarify who you're talking about, because the court reporter needs to make sure this is clear. If you're doing something, showing something, gesticulating in court, they'll have the DA or somebody describe it so that the court reporter can get it clear. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how it had worked for that trial. For that prelim, that's how it works. So now there's the hard evidence of the transcript, and you guys can read it. And I know that must have been pretty redundant to have me read that. Somebody at a disadvantage, person, they. Because it is redundant, because somebody went through meticulously before Judge Mader was brought in to give them the lenient sentencing and take the attempted unaliving charge off the table. So that was in part 9 that I had spoken about this manager in his testimony, but this part I wanted to go back because I wasn't in a great space when I filmed part 9 and didn't have the energy. But I have the energy today, so there it is. I'm going to try to do another part today or tomorrow. I'm going to try to start doing these every day. I'm going to try, now that it's easier for me to outline them and get my head, zoned in on this. But thank you guys so much for everything. I also want to say that my last 4 or 5 posts have been flagged, and immediately, without a notification to me either, they've been all flagged. You have to go in and look for it immediately, which I started doing because I was like, why is there 10, 50 times less views? This is so weird. And it looks as though, this is what's happening. TikTok is flagging my stuff immediately before it even gets out there, so that it's immediately removed from the For You page, and only 5% of my viewers are seeing my posts. It's only 5% of my followers are seeing my posts, and it's off the For You page. So if you could share, comment, like, whatever it is to get me into the algorithm to fight whoever is suppressing me, that would be amazing, because that's the whole point of this, is so people can see this. So thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you soon.